Hi everybody, it's Luna. Today I'm gonna show you guys how I created this super cute fairy cottage in creative because I could not do this in survival. With the help of a mod pack called CuteCraft, so if you see any cutesy little creatures walking around, that's why. This is not that much of a tutorial as me obsessing over cute mods and resource packs. Your first objective is finding a place to build your fairy cottage, which is very important. I decided to do it in a Biomes of Plenty mod, which is a Mediterranean forest. I did clear this area over here next to these gorgeous little oak trees to build our little cottage. Before we get started on our little gorgeous fairy cottage thing, I am actually gonna spawn in a little companion, and I'm not talking about that. I'm thinking something a little cuter. Like this ferret! Oh my gosh, how adorable is that? That ferret is so cute. Ew! What is that? That's a jumping spider! Oh my gosh, that's ew. That's disgusting. The thing that we're spawning is a little less cute, but it's still cute. Not as cute as this little sleeping red panda. Spawn it in next to this red panda. Isn't it so cute? And I'm gonna name him Donald. Donald, now you will be appointed as my companion. Let's go. Why is Donald not coming? Donald? 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 Okay, come on, Donald. Donald! Okay, Donald is now following me, and our last objective before we start is we need some slippers. Now we're all done. The first thing you are gonna do is lay out how your house is gonna look. I just added some oak planks. These are 6 along. It has this little curve of 3 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 by 5, and then another 6 along this way, and then it should just connect in the back there. Donald, can you just move over to the side? Thank you. Okay, so now gather your materials you're gonna be using. Okay, these are the main building blocks we're gonna be using. Donald, can you stay here? Wait, can Donald sit? Okay, this is not the type of view I was hoping for this video. Oh, that's so cute though. Right now we are gonna place 2 oak planks on the corners of the oak blocks. You're gonna do it here, and then you're also gonna do it here. I think that this is a big enough space for Donald to walk in, so it should be fine. Okay, now that we have this strange little layout, we are gonna add some cobblestone into the base. Anyways, you're just gonna build up the second layer of this house as normal. Oh my gosh, ew, the jumping spider is actually getting closer. We have to finish this build before it reaches us. Anyways, the oak logs need to be built up on each side, and then you are gonna go up, and you guessed it, build up one more time, that exact same shape. Okay, now that I've put Donald's life in danger, we're gonna build this up one more. Now it's time to collect whatever you would like for your roof. I am gonna have to move this obnoxious tree. Luckily, we have this mod, which saves so much time. And now the pillars are almost done, which is super great because then we can get to the fun part. Once we have the stairs done, we are gonna go up another level. Then you can build up a stair here, and you can also go along one more level. Once you have your stairs here and Donald right there, you can go up with another spruce plank on each side, so that is gonna build a cutesy little fairy cottage shape. If you're building this in survival, I could imagine that this would be kind of hard to do. And then we're going up one more block along here, this shape, so it's another stair on top of the plank. With this spruce stair, we're just gonna go up by 2 blocks on each side, and then you can connect it this way and also go in 2 more blocks up to make this cutesy little arch. Actually, I feel like this would look so much better with these blocks removed and these stairs here. Yeah, okay, that's a little dangerous. I don't really know how to get him down, so I'm just gonna hope that he doesn't fall. We also gotta add in some little windows wherever they fit. One of my favorite ways to add like depth to a house is by putting the doors 1 block back, because I feel like it looks so much better and it doesn't make the wall look as flat. So basically, I'm just gonna fill this in with oak so that it just matches the floor. It's really coming together now, so I'm gonna finish it up by putting in some glass here. But this is not giving fairy cottage yet, so we still have a lot of nature to add into this build. Now the main part of the house is all done, so now we have to make this look more fairy cottagey. To make this look a little bit more like a fairy cottage, we're just gonna add 2 staircases here, which I know looks kind of weird. Trust me, it like puts together the whole build. Now we gotta add some depth, so I'm just gonna do that by adding some trap doors everywhere. So you can just kind of go like this, like windowsills, and that adds way more depth than you might think. I'm debating getting rid of this tree, but I might replant it after. So I'm also gonna add in a load of grass here just because the potsel look is just not my favorites. And also I feel like it'll look so much more overgrown and mossy, and I feel like that's how a fairy cottage actually looks. It looks like a cutesy little flower pot. I'm actually going to be using a modded flower, which is the swamp daisy from the Ribbits mod, because look at this. Usually for paths I just break down random little hearts here and then I fill them in with whatever's in the house because I feel like that just blends a lot better. This kind of just leads to your death, but if you are putting this in a better place than I did, then it will look so good. Then you're gonna do the best thing, which is adding the lanterns, which is always my favorite part. These vines around the edge of the house. We have some daisy vines and we also have some normal vines. We also have some pink dandelions. Actually, they match a lot more than I thought that they did. So now that we have enough flowers for an entire lifetime, we are gonna do my favorite part of all time, which is adding the leaves. We're using the Better Leaves resource pack so that this can look like this and not some basic leaves, because I always have used basic leaves and this is just such a big difference. And the best thing to do is to add them like overflowing the house, I guess. And if you made any mistakes in your roof, this is where you would fix that. And you can also add some clumps too, so it looks like a tree is growing into it, which is like so cute too, just in general. I also like overflowing like the backyard a bit so that we can make a garden type of fence. And I mean, like, just look at the difference. Is that not insanely cute? I'm gonna grab the lanterns and light up the inside of the house. Wait, no, I'm forgetting one crucial thing to making this fairy core, which is adding these fairy lights. Oh my gosh, that's everything. That's literally everything. And I'm gonna add it draping around the edges. And we're gonna do it over here too, which looks super cute. Now that the outside looks super cute and overgrown, we are missing one thing to make this very cottagecore. So we have these little sprouts and oh my gosh, look how cute they are. I'm obsessed. I'm just gonna add back all the trees that I removed before when I was destroying wildlife. So I added some of these big fir trees too because that just looks super mystical because they're kind of like a little bit more green, I guess. Ew, the jumping spider still roams free, which it shouldn't. A little more here, Donald. Donald, can you be safe? Do not have the replay mod installed, so you're not gonna see no cinematic shots here, but you will see some cute trees. So does that not look super mystical? I feel like that looks so mystical. So now that we went a bit crazy with the fairiness, we are gonna go in here and actually make this look not horrendous because it kind of does. Like, let's not lie, it looks pretty bad. So we are gonna add all the lanterns that we can into our little fairy cottage. If we can reach all of the mods more in here, because plain vanilla furniture is just so bad. It's so bad. We know this. I'm gonna just furnish this super basic. Okay, that's not what I meant to do. Okay, we have some oak little kitchen countertops, and then we also have a little plant to go in here. I'm gonna put down my backpack so that, you know, I can go travel, get away from Donald. Let's also add a strawberry cake. I don't really know what's going on there, but I'm gonna keep this there. And then I added this cutesy little mushroom. I was literally obsessed with this. And the bedroom was looking not aesthetic enough, so I decided to add in a lot of lights and especially leaves. I know that this would be super gross in real life because there would be so many bugs in your room, but it was really cute in Minecraft to have all these leaves overgrowing. And obviously Donald was obsessed with it too. Like, you could just see it in his face. He's literally ecstatic. Then for some reason I had the urge to add jumping spiders into my house. I don't know why. I'm terrified of them, even though they're kind of cute but also disgusting. But I didn't let them in the house. I had to slam the door in their face. But now montage time. I don't have the replay mod, so this is a very embarrassing little way of recreating that. But obviously the house came out super cute, and I really hope that you guys liked this fairy cottage because it was just exactly what I was thinking in my head that I wanted. An aesthetic little cottage. Anyways, me and Donald had a lot of fun building it, and I really hope that you guys liked watching it, so make sure to like and subscribe, and I hope I'll see you next time. Bye!